Hey, what's up, everyone? The time is 6:06 p.m. It is July 7th. Welcome to another update from Great Lakes Weather. We had a storm chase on Tuesday. It didn't really turn out to be too much in terms of severe weather until you went south of Fort Wayne, where they had 70-mile-per-hour winds, at least a 64-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded south of Fort Wayne from what I last heard. So there was some weather down there, and we did drive through a little bit of it. You can check those out in some of the previous videos, and there should be a highlight video coming out at some point soon. But this is an update for what is coming up later on over the next couple of days. We have a couple wildcard days in regards to severe weather, and the SBC has pointed out that there are some days where we could see some severe potential in the Great Lakes region, but it's really kind of difficult to get that exact idea as to what the severe weather is going to be like. Now, we have a chance tomorrow across southern Indiana in particular, and then we also have a chance possibly on Sunday that looks like it could be targeting portions of northern Michigan. So northern Michigan really hasn't seen, the one thing they really saw this year was the tornado they had in Gaylord a month ago. But other than that, I haven't really seen too much. We're going to get into all of that and get into what is coming up later on. But reminder, check out all of the platforms that we are on: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube if you can. I'm trying to build up a little bit of a subscriber count so that we can start getting a little monetized, so I can start doing this a little more often, because right now I'm not making any money off this. I'm just doing it just for kicks. But if I start making money off it, I'll be able to do a lot more, which would be cool. So YouTube is right there, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram. All those different places are available, and then you can also text that number to get text updates for the area, for your region as well. You can also, if you want to see other different places where we provide text updates for that, scan the QR code in the bottom right hand corner if you're watching on desktop. That'll give you the opportunity to see all of the weather information. We do have a website. Maybe I should put the URL on this little graphic as well so you can see that. I will put that website on there once we get to it. All right, we are going to get started with the update from the Storm Prediction Center. This is today, so this is Thursday. Really, the severe weather potential that was pointed out in southern Indiana today has dropped farther to the south, very far to the south. I really don't think there's going to be too much in terms of severe weather down there, and I believe that event is ongoing as of this moment. And yeah, all the severe thunderstorm warnings have dipped down into portions of Kentucky, so those storms are pretty much moving away out of the area as of right now. Really what you're seeing is heavy rain, and heavy rain is really what's going to be the case for pretty much the entire state of Indiana, and then parts of southern Ohio are going to get into that as well, and we're going to look at that right now. But first, before we get to that, I want to show you tomorrow's outlook. So tomorrow's outlook is in fact a slight risk for southern Indiana and extreme southern Ohio, going down into Kentucky a little bit. There is a 2% tornado risk with this event. It does look like there will be a little bit of potential for tornadoes with this setup. The cloud bases are going to be low, not really going to be much capping in the atmosphere with this, so it's not really, there is some tornado potential, but photographs really aren't showing an intense tornado event. Wind damage is really the primary threat from this setup, and then maybe a little bit of hail going along with that as well. But I think damaging winds are going to be the primary threat to pay attention to. And we're going to look at the models and get an idea of what exactly is going to go on. There's going to be some decent CAPE and mid-70s dew points. It's been hot and muggy down there for past few days, and it's been kind of annoying. Up here we've had dew points around the 60s, which still have been uncomfortable, but a little better than we had on Tuesday when that severe weather event occurred in northern Indiana. So that is what's on the table for tomorrow, and then going into Sunday and Monday. Now, the SPC has been discussing that there is possibility that we are going to have an event in the Great Lakes region on either Sunday or Monday. That is based on their analysis. They haven't put out any outlooks for it yet. It's still uncertain, a bunch of different things, and we're going to look at those uncertainties with the models as well. So let's take a look at all that information real quick. So this is the Weather Prediction Center's website. So this gives some information regarding what is happening with the excessive rainfall outlook. So this is the excessive rainfall outlook for today. So it's a slight risk of rainfall exceeding flash flood levels. So the possibility of flash flooding across area roadways, things of that nature. there is a slight risk across southwestern Indiana today. That rainfall is moving through at the current moment. I am making this video. Tomorrow also, that shifts a little bit north and a little bit to the east. So pretty much the entire state of Indiana is in the slight risk area for excessive rainfall. And then southern Ohio is looking at potentially some flash flooding as well with this. No moderate risks, so it doesn't really look like it's going to be a significant risk as of yet, but they do say there could be a upgrade to moderate risk later on with this broad slight risk area, because there's going to be a lot of rain with what is going to be going through in southern Indiana, southern Ohio tomorrow. Now we're gonna take a look at that real quick. Oops, I meant to change over to this graphic here. So this is the NAM 3K model. NAM 3K model, just kind of give you an idea of how this is going to unfold. Remember that the risk area is kind of southern Indiana, southern Ohio. This is 2 p.m. on Thursday, July 7th. So we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get to the actual time we're at right now, 6 p.m. So this is kind of what's going on right now. This is fairly accurate as to what is going on. You got rainfall in southern Indiana, parts of Indianapolis, east of Bloomington. Those areas are seeing rain, and you've got those severe thunderstorms down in Kentucky. Not really showing too much severe risk, but the cap is broken, so it does look like there's a little bit of cape connected with this. And cooler temperatures right next to the dew point, lower cloud bases. You've got those severe thunderstorms moving through the area right now. So that's what's going on right now. We're going to shift forward because we want to look at what's going on for Friday. Friday, we've got a potential MCS development that is going to occur across parts of southern Indiana. We're going to look at Springfield, real quick. Springfield, Illinois. You really see that showing up on the sounding. The Cape values are somewhat low, but you've got those low cloud bases. It doesn't look like you've got too much of a cap. It looks like you might have a little bit. No, you don't have too much of a cap, but the level of free convection is a little bit higher than what the cloud bases will be, which really showing more along the lines of severe weather potential. Photographs showing a little bit of a curve, not really too much of a curve though. That curve that you would normally expect with tornado development, it's smaller, but there is severe potential with those storms moving in at 3 a.m. on Friday. According to the NAM, again, we're going to look at some other models and compare. We want to go to the afternoon because that's when things really start to pop up around southern Indiana. We got a few clusters of cells according to the NAM model popping up. These ones don't really show too much severe potential. The real time of more intense storm development is going to be in the afternoon with these storms that will develop kind of late actually and travel through southern Indiana, potentially southern Ohio. Now the NAM actually dips this a little bit farther south, but it does show that there's going to be marginal tornado potential. You got that curve really starting to broaden a little bit. Cape values are still a little bit low. Level of free, the cloud bases are a little more elevated, about a kilometer above the surface. So you've got at the lower levels, you've got easterly winds, and then you've got southerlies right above that. So it's kind of changing quite quickly as you go upwards in the atmosphere, so you can really get those updrafts going. Spin in the atmosphere going to be quite prevalent, and then you got the storms beginning to form a line and progress southeastward according to the NAM. This is actually taking it in a more southward track. Okay, so marginal tornado potential still remains with it though as well. So that is what the NAM 3K is showing for the storm event, and it does show them breaking apart as they get into Kentucky. Other models are showing it a little bit farther northward, and let's take a look at those real quick. So this is the HRRR model, and we're going to a more regional graphic to get a broader view of what could be occurring with this setup. So here we have what is going on right now. So this is about the time frame that we're at the current moment. So you got that rainfall moving through parts of Indiana, and that is exactly what is happening. So you got the severe storms. They're going to die out later on according to the HRRR, and then again, similar to what the NAM is showing, initial development of more thunderstorms early in the morning on Friday in Illinois. HRRR showing more of a marginal severe risk with these storms. Maybe there could be some severe potential with these storms that develop early in the morning. Low cloud bases, not too there's a little bit of CAPE in the atmosphere. CAPE values around 1,000, but it does show just more of a marginal severe risk according to the sounding. So let's progress it forward. Still got those storms pretty strong over the state of Illinois, progressing into Indiana early in the morning. I think the amount of rainfall we get in southern Indiana in the morning is really going to contribute to the potential for severe weather later on in the afternoon, because the lesser rain means the more instability we'll have in the atmosphere to fuel those storms. Meanwhile, as you get into northern Indiana, southern Michigan, you're just going to have scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms in there. Nothing too intense, nothing too strong. It's really southern Indiana that's going to be dealing with the brunt of the storm event. And it looks like they may organize a little bit as we get around noontime, showing some marginal severe risk with those. But on the backside, I think we're going to see more storms redevelop. On the backside, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those will be severe, it appears. I want to get a little bit further. HRRR showing later development. Now we're getting into Saturday. So it's really depends on how things evolve in the morning, because what happens in the morning is going to contribute to what develops in the afternoon. If there's more rain, less instability in the atmosphere, less potential for severe weather in the afternoon. So we're just going to have to watch what goes on. Oops. I need to really work on my lighting for my screen. But it really depends on the rainfall we get in the morning on Friday, if that severe potential is really going to amount to something. So that's what's on the table. Maybe more initial thunderstorm development in the morning on Saturday too, packing marginal severe risk. It's all, again, contributing to that system that has been kind of dropping a bunch of rain across our area over the past few days. So slowly moving out of the area and getting out of the way. So let's look at the CAPE values. So the CAPE values for Friday, we're going to progress it forward. We want to look at the different directions of the winds as well as these storms begin to move in. So you've got southerlies at the surface, and then you've got westerlies in the mid layer and the upper levels, which can drive kind of a bit of thunderstorm development, but mid layer and upper levels seem to really connect quite well with. I really want to look at what's going to be the case in the afternoon. So it looks like Friday night you've got some changes in the wind direction connected with that, and the CAPE values are going to be around 1,000. So again, not the greatest setup for severe weather, which is why, again, it's only a slight risk, but there is some potential for maybe some wind and perhaps if an isolated tornado, but tornado potential is quite low with this as it appears on the HRRR model. So really it's going to be more just summer thunderstorms that could get strong with some stronger winds, about maybe 40-50 miles an hour, probably more likely than a severe weather event. All right, so I want to look later on a long range with the ECMWF model. So we're going to progress this a little bit forward. Again, Friday showing that potential severe weather across parts of Indiana with marginal tornado risk. This is the Euro model showing. It actually shows a more northern track of this storm, but on the northern edge it's not going to be severe. It's really the southern edge we want to watch. And then there's that rainfall kind of sticking on the southern part of Michigan, and then the southern storms kind of still sticking around, heading eastward with quite a bit of CAPE, 2,800 according to the Euro model, which is more than what the HRRR forecasts. So as we get into the afternoon, more storms will develop and begin to progress eastward, packing severe potential. Cloud base is going to be quite low, but it really doesn't show much tornado in terms of tornado potential. But the CAPE values will be about close to 3,000 according to the Euro model, which is something we will want to watch. And that also, again, depends on how much rainfall occurs in the morning as well. So really, it's going to be more focused in parts of Kentucky, I would say, but southern Indiana, southern Ohio is included in that slight risk area. Then it will move out of the area, and then we want to watch what's coming into the north, because right now there is a day 4 potential for severe weather capable of all severe hazards, I believe, across the upper Midwest. So I want to look at how this is going to progress eastward, because the SPC has been discussing the fact that this could move into the Great Lakes region on either Sunday or Monday. I believe it's going to be more along the lines of Monday. But you see those storms develop in Minnesota, and based on the current soundings, it does show some pretty decent tornado potential. Looks like there could be a slight cap at the 3 kilometer level, which could we'll have to watch that. But it does show tornado potential based on the photographs. Not a strong photograph for tornado potential, but it does seem to appear that there could be something occurring up in Minnesota. So we want to watch that. That's what the Euro model is saying, and then still the marginal tornado potential does exist as it continues southeastward. It tends to die out, and then Monday morning comes around. Monday afternoon, we get those storms begin to move into the upper Great Lakes region, parts of areas such as Gaylord, Traverse City. Marginal tornado potential once again, and it looks like the cloud base is going to be a little bit elevated, which means it could be more along the lines of a damaging wind threat closer to the Mackinac area, and it doesn't look super strong based on what the Euro model is saying as of right now. So we'll just have to watch this one and see what comes out of it, and once we get more information with the more higher definition models, I will provide updates when they become available. Looking in the long range, I'm seeing maybe some pop-up thunderstorms across parts of Wisconsin, getting to parts of the Upper Peninsula. That's something to watch. They did say there could be something in mid-July in terms of a severe weather event. So we'll just have to watch for an environment that shows that potential. But for now, we're just going to wait it out and see what the models tend to come up with. For now, I'm going to stop it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the information that was provided here was helpful to you. If you have questions, feel free to leave a comment or get on any of our platforms where we provide updates. And just stay dry tomorrow. If you live in southern Indiana, you're going to be getting a lot of rain. That's for sure. Maybe some severe weather along that as well. So just stay informed, and I will see you all later.